Hey there everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Steel City Motors and another vehicle highlight. Today I have a real gem for you. This is an 08 RX 350 with only 116,000 miles on it. It is a really cool, very well maintained vehicle. I seriously have a soft spot for these older cars that are super well kept, so let's get into it. So starting off my signature 360, I'd like to point out a couple details that I noticed when I was looking at this car, and that is just how well kept all of the different little aspects of it are. As you can see, the clear coat on this is really nicely maintained. There's no fading, there's no cracking. The wheels are not scuffed. There's no major scratches or blemishes on those. Very clean taillights. Very minimal fading. As you can see, the outer housing is crystal clear. The wheels on this side as well, very clean. And the headlights are just crystal clear. This model comes with a really nice roof rack as well, so you can get some stuff up there. I really like the roof racks that have these kind of standalone rails, so you can tie stuff down or clip stuff to them if you don't want to buy a whole separate attachment. So another really cool detail is how clean the undercarriage is. These wheel wells are kind of a testament to that. They're very minimally polluted, let's just say. You know, there's only like a tiny little bit of buildup right here. Look at how gorgeously clean that suspension spring is. That is really wild, especially for an 08. Same thing here up front. Very clean, very well kept. This maintenance definitely transitions to the interior. The only seat that really has some wear on it is this driver's seat, as you can see, but everything else is in really good condition. You can see the rear seats, nice ample amount of head and leg room. It's a very kind of roomy, airy car. It doesn't feel claustrophobic, which I really like, because sometimes you go into a car and you feel like you're playing limbo, and you definitely don't get that with this SUV. A closer look to the back seat. Now, another little feature that I really like is that all of the windows are automatic, so they go down with a push of a single button. They're not to be kind of held down or held up to adjust them, which is really nice. Also kind of less common in this model year, but you can see the adjustable armrest, the little center console thing that you get with Lexus. This is kind of a very typical thing for them in this generation. Same thing with those cup holders. And as you can also see, this is a variable recline. So this is the more upright position. This is the more reclined position, which I think is really great for the comfort of the passengers in the back. You really noted how clean even like these little spaces in the vehicle are. Like, you know that this person or these people who've had this vehicle before us have really kept up with it. Alrighty, welcome to the driver's seat. As you can see, we have a really nice open airy cabin space, so to speak. We got the signature kind of location for the shifter on a Lexus. We don't have a ton of buttons over here because, well, this is an 08 and we don't have all of these different features on it yet, but we do have quite a bit of features. So as you can see, it says all auto on all these windows. As I've mentioned before, we've got the seating position presets, we've got power mirrors, the power door button, which is for the power lift gate, we've got the gas door and the parking brake down here. We've got a trip computer to the side and a fully telescopic and adjustable steering wheel. So that's going to be more adjustable when it's on. But it is a telescopic steering wheel, which means that you can actually move it towards you or away from you, up, down, however you need to adjust it. It's a multi-way adjustable steering wheel, which I think is really cool. So over here on our multimedia end of things, we have the climate control screen up here and the multimedia screen down there. They're not huge screens, obviously, because we haven't really developed screens like that at that point. Nice, beautiful, clean crank. The only light you're going to see here is the tire pressure monitor sensor, because they just did not put a new tire pressure sensor in with the tire. They're not vital, but they are nice to have. So if you'd like to use tire pressure sensors, you're more than welcome to, and this vehicle accommodates the use of such. So here is the multimedia and dual zone climate control center. As you can see, this is dual zone, which is not always common for the earlier models. Everything is really, really nicely kept over here. No fading, no cracking. Very pretty. Here is some seat heat right here as well, which is very nice. And it also has a ECT, which is the traction control snow mode, so that's really cool. Not very common down here in Alabama, but if we get another snowmageddon, then you know you're already all set. The cruise control is down here. The wipers are up here, so we have two different kind of little setups for cruise control and wipers, and then we have another one for the lights and the blinkers over here. So I know cruise control is one of those things that a lot of people are used to having on the steering wheel, but the cruise control on this model is down here. Still nice to have, still pretty cool feature. It's just a little bit different than what a lot of people are used to. So the sunroof controls are up here. This is one of those typical kind of one panel front and sunroofs. Very, very clean headliner, by the way. I mean, look at that. That is like brand new. That is crazy. I mean, I am not lying about that mileage. Look at the odometer. I mean, that's wild. But this is a really, really well kept car, and it's very, very comfortable. The AC blows cold very quickly. It's really nice and cozy in here. The seats are super comfortable and ergonomic. The steering wheel for these models is also very, very easy to hold, very ergonomic, which I think is really cool for this model here. But that's pretty much it. So let's wrap up this highlight on this hidden gem. All right, y'all, the last part of this highlight is going to be back here. This is for the power tailgate, which it's also controllable from the key fob. So gonna hit that power door button and deploy that. Really, really cool. Lots and lots of cargo space, and with the 60/40 folding bench seats, you also have a lot of options for the way you configure this. And folding these seats back here is super, super easy. You've got one latch per side. This is the 60%, that is the 40% side. They fold very, very flat, very nice. You can definitely get some furniture back there, some boxes, whatever you need to move, whatever you need to haul, you can definitely get it back there. As you can see, the configuration for the full kind of folded down row is really spacious. When you're folding them back up, one thing that you can do is you can adjust the recline on this by having this raised and adjusting it to one click or two. So as you can see, the first click is just the upright standard position, and then you lift the handle up again, and then the second one is the recline. There we go. This is the reclined position, and then this is the upright position. You can see that difference between the recline demonstrated here and on some of the website's pictures. When you want your tailgate back down, just press the power door button on the fob, and away we go. All right, y'all, thank you so much for joining me on another vehicle highlight. This is a really cool car to get on the lot. It's a very versatile vehicle for a multitude of different situations and people. It's a mid-size SUV with a ton of room, not a lot of miles, and a whole lot of life to go. So come check this and our other inventory out at steelcitymotors.com or in person at 1011 Old Cedar Grove Road here in Moody, Alabama, right off of I-20, exit 144. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.